Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Rise of the Tomb Raider. Now it's been an incredibly long amount of time since I last played this game, and it's just been a crazy amount of time. This isn't even the second time we've done this, so like there's a lot of breaks going on that isn't helping the story flow or gameplay flow of Rise of the Tomb Raider. That's mostly my fault, but there are some small instances where it is also the game's fault. We've gotten 2 more packets, one for escaping the gulag, so we can open this gift. So throughout the single player experience, we will be getting more of these cards that are just for the what I assume is just a multiplayer section I won't even be able to play. Like, clearly none of this does anything in the main game. Or if it does, I've yet to see it. I could sell some of those cards, and I don't know what that would really get you. I don't know if it could get you some of the, like, Baba Yaga DLC just by selling the cards. I imagine it can't. I imagine the only thing the credits are worth is to buy more random packs and devalue the credits more in a system where you're constantly getting only maybe a 95% or much lower percent return rate at highest. So your 1,000 credits become 950 credits, become 900 credits, so on and so on and so on. Which I guess a video game company might make an argument a system like that isn't technically gambling because you never have an opportunity to win. You just always lose. So where are we? We're still in this area. And with the exception of the challenge of burning 4 more posters, which I may not be able to find them all, I'm not sure there's really too much to be done. I guess maybe there's a mission here I could go back and do. Maybe I could get this coin cache now. I still don't have the ability, I think, to get to the strongbox or to this area. And I think I'm really just going to come back to this area. So this coin cache, the multiple things in the Baba Yaga DLC that want me to come back and do this again. Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. I think it's just best to go with the current objective and move forward. Now let's see. If I do this, well, nothing dies. Interesting. So what was the deal there?
Damn, be quiet.
Like, I am right in a section. I think I came across from here.
Lara, are you there? I'm pinned down, Lara. You need to get out.
Jacob! Shit.
Yeah, I'm having to try and remember, like, who even Jacob is as a character. It's been so long.
Shit. They're already inside.
God willing, that'd be too easy. Let me see.
There's these guys that have been hung, which I'm not 100% certain that they were hung by Jacob's
says
people
the
or
Soviets
somebody
stored
else.
the most valuable artifacts from the site in this safe. Let's crack it open. Who's got the torch?
On it.
Okay, the rest of you, don't touch anything. Catalog whatever artifacts you find.
All of this came out of the mine?
Yeah. The last reports say they shut down operations as soon as they found the site. Revolt must have come after, in the confusion.
This stuff is ancient. Writing's not Russian. Any idea where it's from?
Mix of Greek and Mongol, I think.
So...
Careful, just the hinges.
Not that simple. Look, they welded it shut. This is gonna take a while.
my idea here
Inside before Constantine gets here.
is...
I get
guess
that,
I
but I
break
can't make this metal melt
I
any
can burn
faster.
it.
All right. You can explain why it's not open.
So... how do you
What's
do this
Constantine's ETA?
stealthily?
He's heading straight for the upper mine shafts. They've got some promising readings from deeper inside. But he's sending his personal guard over here to cover us.
Shit. He still thinks the prisoners are a threat?
I
You
can
didn't see what
shoot
she did at
this
the gulag.
and blow all
She
three
is a
of them.
threat.
But that's kind of it.
You're dead!
But did I just encourage someone else to show up? Or did I take everybody out? This whole area seems like there might be something somewhere around here. But how do you get up to that area even? Got like a whole... Let's see, do we have a fire arrow? No. Fire now, but the game wanted me to be in that area? Are there any cosmonaut symbols or posters in here? All we're doing with it. Gas links can be ignited. Fire or explosions.
There she is! Open fire! I got a hit!
And I guess this is just too out of practice to deal with the
Fire in the hole! We got the man down!
So
I'm dry! Reloading! Let's finish this!
we'll just headshot everybody instead. Let's go and heal ourselves. I guess I can shoot that. Or... again, we're in one of these sequences where it clearly feels like the game is designed for only action. Like, there's no way you could have cheated your way through this system. Yeah, there's no stealth way that you would have been able to get through
Kill her
this.
now! This whole place is going up! Light her up! Fire in the hole!
It's only getting more difficult to... to see people.
Advancing to cover.
It's like only more difficult to see people. And it seems
Light her up.
very much like you can
I
just...
got taking position.
like somebody's there, but can I see them in this dark smoke? Search both the bodies? Nope. We've hit a point where the usefulness and purpose of the instincts have become mandatory. Here's one. Can I find some way to burn it though? This to get more fire. And that works, but I can't shoot this down. So you have this whole quest that you're supposed to be doing where you have things you need to burn, and really just at the mercy of did you happen to... maybe I'm making the wrong pressing the wrong button. Let me see. Ah yes, I'm pressing the left button instead of the right one. Clearly the controllers here are not as well thought out as it should be. Still doesn't work. Most games, even for as long as I've taken a break, I would at least slightly understand what I was supposed to do. Have to relearn basic mechanics. Or at the very least there'd be a secondary way to bring up a wheel and show that I know what I'm doing. There's a different way. Managed to do that. Let's move forward now. If I've missed any, which very good possibility I did, we'll have to come back at a second time. There's a decent opportunity that I missed a lot. Here's an area that really seems like it should be accessible, but isn't. Yes, this is all supposed to be action-oriented right now, and instead of focusing on the action and having a cinematic experience, I'm focusing on the...
Give me covering fire! Covering fire! Let's finish! I have visual confirmation.
Kill her.
Yes, sir.
And this is...
Fan out! We have her surrounded.
Trinity we're fighting right now?
Got her! Keep firing! I got you!
This guy's not going down.
We got a man down!
Fortunately for me, these guys are really stupid. Like, really stupid. Because they just managed to blow up their own guys way more than I was doing anything to them. And we're just looking around to see if there might be another poster somewhere. I'm not really sure which passage I came up, whether it was over here or over there or what. I guess we can open the door for whatever that's useful for. I must have come in from a different direction, like over here, opposed to this. And then this wall was what blew up to imply to me that's where I was supposed to go. This ladder, I assume, is probably a hint to tell me I'm supposed to go up this way. So where are we? We're right at this point where we're gonna just, I think, slide into the next section. Okay. And there's really nothing else you can do, so shoot this with the right trigger and slide. And we're back with Jacob.
We seem to be making a habit of saving each other.
Thanks. I'm glad you're okay.
And I suppose if Jacob is supposed to be Jesus, he's
Yes.
killing a lot of people.
There'll be more of them inside. You don't have to do this.
Can't get rid of me so easily. I still need some answers.
And there's no time to waste.
And so theoretically, this might just move us right to the other side of the mountain, or at least I thought it would. I guess that's not true.
You better.
Instead, we're now in a new area for the first time, and it's called the Abandoned Mines. Before we move forward, we need to look at everything. There's 1 mural, 3 survival caches, 3 coin caches, 2 strong boxes, 1 relic. So this is really just a transition area that I think is going to take us right through the mines to this point, which is kind of odd because I thought we were going to go this way. What are our challenges for this? No missions active in this region. There's a Baba Yaga mission and no challenges. So I guess I don't have to really worry too much about anything, do I? Just walk through this area. And see, he has a flare, which is more akin to what Lara was using in the first game instead of the glow stick.
This path will take us all the way through the mountain. My people used these ways until the Soviets arrived. Began digging.
What did they find down here?
Enough to make them curious. They used machines and explosives to dig deeper. Did quite a lot of damage. Many of the old paths collapsed, but it's safe now. Or it used to be.
So
That doesn't sound good.
Trinity must have found the old mining
there's
equipment.
much of anything in this.
They're trying to finish what the Soviets started.
And there's no other way through.
I'm afraid not.
You can definitely
Not
see
anymore.
why the glow sticks are preferable. They
This
don't make
complicates
noise,
things.
and they're less distracting. collectibles.
Jacob, are you there? Can you hear me?
500 XP just for going through that small section. And so that eliminated a significant portion of the map. We'll just
This is bad.
Here.
Maybe we can get the elevator working. Gotta be a way out up there.
Hold on! I think I can... Okay. I can get power to that console.
No, we're not getting back the way we came. Now we gotta fix that lift.
I know! Just let me try something here.
Let's see.
Damn it. The elevator's jammed. Track looks rusted through. Okay, spread out. Find something to pry it loose.
On it.
So the idea here would be this is a scenario where we could potentially stealth people. Maybe. Let's see, can we get all 30 of them? So then the question just becomes, how can I get up here and still kill this guy? I assume, I guess I'm supposed to push this. Flare, I assume, was there specifically. So you kind of knew that's where you were supposed to go. Found a coin cache of some sort. I suppose. Well, that was a survival cache, but whatever, same difference. I suppose I'm gonna have to find a map.
This should come in handy.
So now, so late in the game, we have gotten the combat knife where we can cut items. And that certainly is going to require us to go back to the main area.
We got fucking company! Flush her out! Light her up!
So not as ideal as I would have liked. Just make a bunch of arrows. This way.
Got to try that control panel.
So I suppose you could have maintained a full stealth here with just shooting him. And at some point, can I climb up that ledge? But not yet. There's also some ice to climb. Might be a little bit of a puzzle.
Oh shit. Now what?
And there's a mine over here. that's not a box that can be broken open. The weird thing here is there's no combat knife like item or weapon to use. It's only in specific spots. Otherwise you're going to just use your climbing gear to stab people. Which really just highlights the ridiculousness of needing a knife in this game at all when you have this climbing axe that could clearly... What is going on here? Have I forgotten which button to use? No, you have to climb up this way and then hit this. No, you have to hit X instead of Y. Another example of the buttons not making any sense. You hit Y when you're in a combat stance, but you hit X when you're in a jumping stance to bring out the climbing axes. Just ridiculously inconsistent actions. But yeah, it really makes no sense that you would need a knife. You've already got a knife. You've had a knife since the beginning of the game. If they were going to make that argument that you actually needed a knife...
At your earliest convenience, please acknowledge these communiques. We have received no directive since the discovery of the ruins.
Hiking axes dull.
Examination of the artifacts and scrolls recovered from the site continue. As impossible as it may seem, it appears we may have discovered the ruins of the legendary city of Kitezh. There are also numerous references to some kind of messianic figure. If I'm interpreting the texts correctly, he was a prophet who fled Byzantium sometime in the 10th century. The inscriptions say he carried with him an artifact of great power. For the time being, I have suspended normal mining operations. It is my intent to discover the truth behind this mysterious prophet.
So we've got a new guy voice acting, some more dialogue, and theoretically that should have knocked my Russian up another level. But I feel like the game is intentionally locking me behind Russian 3 for some reason or another. I suppose there's a peg here that you could tie to maybe something. I don't know what you could tie it to though. There should be something here. There should be a rope bridge or something that you couldn't see or access until you climbed up once, but then it makes a shortcut and it's just missing. I get a lot of instances where I feel like this game is unfinished, and that's just another example of that. And see, there's still a lot of things to collect, but unless this area connects to another area, I feel like I may have missed a lot of things. I'm almost to the maximum amount of salvage, so I need to really go to a campground, and hopefully we'll run into one. Try to upgrade something. We've got one thing. We're still nowhere close to having as many coins as we need when we get back to the coin shop, though. So it's been another 30 minutes. First 30 minutes in a long time. We stopped somewhere where the story, I think, was saying we were 1/3 of the way done with the game. How much have we moved forward since then in this 30 minutes? If we were 30%, I guess technically 33.3% repeated would be 1/3 of the game. Yeah, now we are 1/3 of the game done, or close enough. So we're not really going very fast through this game. A lot of it certainly has to do with the open world style of this gameplay. If this was just more of a straightforward story, it would be quicker. I don't know if it'd be any better though, because all the straightforward interactions and encounters with enemies are always a little dull. Anyways, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.